All 4 final Smash Bros. Ultimate newcomers are finally revealed, and we talk about Steve breaking Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Block content.
What's happening, my block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Block Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. Yes, today we get to talk about 2 very special big things for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Potentially, there was this leak, and it's now been locked, it's been taken down, but it actually talked about 4 characters potentially coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate through a leak about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's Fighter Pass Volume 2 that actually talks about very specific dates when these characters will also drop. So we've been waiting a very long time to kind of find out what the zeitgeist is thinking about in terms of characters. And yes, it's a lot of the characters that we've been talking about before. And one of these is actually really interesting and kind of also has a great release schedule alongside it. So I really wanted to take the time to talk all about the Smash Bros. Newcomers. I mean, 4 characters are still left. It feels like there's so much left to reveal, but when you see these 4 names, you'll immediately feel like, well, that's actually not that much anymore to reveal, right? I mean, this Fighter's Pass was supposed to have 6 characters, and now with 2 already out of the way, it feels like the finish line is already in sight. But also, what we're going to be discussing today is that Smash Bros. Ultimate is broken because of Steve. Yes, not only did Steve break Twitter, he also broke the game in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's no soft locking or anything, but he actually has a move that can instantly defeat enemies, which is totally crazy, and I couldn't even see this coming. But of course, having those blocks and placements and crafting tools, I mean, it allows for a lot more options that we normally didn't even have in Smash Bros. Ultimate. So the idea that Steve would actually be like literally breaking apart the game, well, that makes actually total sense if you think about all the things that Sakurai and his team had to redo or rethink to actually add placing blocks to the game and like different things like biomes. So generally really curious to see how this develops and when Nintendo will actually patch it. There's also the whole thing with Steve holding the meat literally. So really interesting to see how Nintendo will patch all of that. And of course, I've been answering many of you guys' questions about Smash Bros. Ultimate and new fighters in our show Question Blocked, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making YouTube content? Well, whatever you can think of, send your question through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in our next Question Blocked episode. And yes, we are very close to releasing our new Block Talk episode. It's me and my buddy Corey playing through Wind Waker HD. It's so much fun, and we're also going to be playing some Smash Brothers. And what specifically? Well, we're going to announce that really soon. So please check out that video if you want to support this channel and make sure that we get to make more awesome animated content and stuff like that. All right, guys, let's head into the news of today. And that's first talking about this Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leak that just has the image of the title screen and says Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leak. Here's the leak of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's Fighter Pass Volume 2. Number 1, Rio Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden, January 13, 2021. Number 2, Gino from Super Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars, April 5th, 2021. Number 3, Crash Bandicoot from the Crash Bandicoot series, July 16th, 2021. And then finally, number 4, Rillaboom from Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, released on October 25th, 2021. Now, of course, aside from a list of characters, there's not really that much more to glean from this at first glance, right? I mean, but let's just dive a little deeper into these specific characters, because we've been talking about these for a very long time. Now, if this ends up being real, it would probably be a really good guess. I don't think that this is actually an insider leaking this information. This is someone who just basically lists this as sort of a wish list, right? And it would actually not be that far from my wish list. I think Rillaboom is a little bit up for debate right now. I do think a Pokemon will very likely make its way to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in this final pass. So this is actually the most yeah, this is guessable, right? This is something that a lot of people have been saying, a lot of characters that essentially make sense. Well, let me talk about why they make sense, okay? So number 1 is Rio Hayabusa, and I think that this character already has been in fighting games with the Dead or Alive series, has a move set, but is also very recognizable. A lot of people know the Ninja Gaiden series and what this character can do, right? Sneak around, be very, very quickly, do all these crazy combos, yell out loud, have the ninpo magic, have all those those different weapons that you had in Ninja Gaiden 3. I mean, it's really, really made for Smash Brothers if you think about it. We don't really have a character that wields a katana quite like this character. Of course, now we have one of the heroes that essentially wields something like that, but this character will just change that sword fighting game to a whole new level. It'll be a very fast sword fighter that'll also be a little bit sneaky. So in that sense, I think it'll be a little bit like Marth and Sheik put together. So I think Geno as the next character is also really likely, but of course, it's a little touch and go with this situation. A lot of people are saying this is just going to get announced as a Mii costume. That's all we're going to get. Maybe a deluxe Mii costume, but that is going to be it. And of course, that would make total sense because the moveset for a Mii gunner would fit pretty well with someone like Geno. However, so many people want this character as a full-fledged playable character that it would be too hard for Sakurai to ignore. And that's kind of what it looks like right now, right? Sakurai seems to be ignoring Geno in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Aside from that little spirit, I mean, we don't really have anything else to go on right now. He hasn't talked about the character in forever, and we don't even have that Mii costume anymore. So what's going to happen with Geno? I think that it's super likely that we'll be getting him as a character. It just makes sense. I can already see the announcement trailer and it being hyped up so much. Maybe it'll even be a repeat of the Donkey Kong and then of course the King K. Rool trailer and then the Banjo trailer. It would be incredible if they do something like that. Make total sense to me. So yes, I want Geno to happen. I want his trailer to have all sorts of cool gameplay and shooting with that arm cannon and of course a little joke or two about Super Mario RPG, like little inside information. I think that that will happen. I'm betting on it, right? So the third character is Crash Bandicoot, and I think that Crash is a character that more than any on this list deserve to be in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Not only is he a huge mascot character that just ultimately makes sense to be in the game if we look at all the other characters that are in there and all the gaming icons, and now of course with Steve, with the whole Microsoft thing, also with Banjo, with Sonic, Mario, Pac-Man, Mega Man, Snake. It's just too many of these great opportunities coming together to form a gaming museum. And I think the gaming museum wouldn't be complete without Crash Bandicoot repping Sony. Now also, I would say there is a shot at Master Chief too. I think that he represents Microsoft better than Banjo or Steve because they were essentially like these third parties that belong to something else, but I think that Microsoft really developed Halo, right? That's really their baby, and then with Bungie and now with 343 Industry. So I think that one of those two will happen. I hope that it's both. And of course, as number 4, we have Rillaboom. Of course, a final evolution of a Pokemon in Sword and Shield, and they of course want to market that with all the DLC coming out. So I could see this as a definite possibility as well. But generally curious if you guys have any thoughts on those 4 characters. They're really interesting. And also I just wanted to talk a little bit about how Steve is breaking the game in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yes, it seems like there have been so many bugs reported already and so many, weird ways that he can glitch the game, but one of them is totally crazy. And Dexerto actually talks about this from Michael Gwilliam, saying, "Brutal Smash Ultimate Steve bug is instantly killing other fighters." Minecraft Steve's addition to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate added some new game-breaking bugs that are literally causing fighters to fall underneath stages and to their demise. While Steve's announcement was lukewarm, players are finding some interesting uses for him, such as crazy zero-to-death combo discovered by pro player Mewtwo King. Others, however, are finding huge bugs. The most devastating comes in the form of a bug that is causing fighters facing off against Steve to fall underneath stages, with the fighters ending up so far below, recovering isn't an option. So the results are disastrous. As you can see in the video, when Dark Samus jabs the block that Steve has positioned, she somehow falls through the stage. It should be noted that this was on the Battlefield variant of the Minecraft world, the game's newest stage that players automatically unlock when they download Steve. According to Bunsen Byrne, the user who discovered the bug, the testers were able to recreate the issue by having Dark Samus break the bottom block with her second jab while there is a block above it. We believe we found the reason why. If Samus is to jab 2 blocks lying horizontally on the ground, she will teleport on top of the second block, she explained. However, if there is another block overhead, Samus's head would hit it, thus making her teleport downwards, placing her ECB below the floor of the stage. Nintendo, please patch this. The bug finders also noted that other moves caused the glitch as well, including Donkey Kong's up B, Link's dash, and King DDD's dash attack. Meanwhile, on Twitter, another player discovered that by using Steve's powerful down air on Incineroar as a block breaks, the fire Pokemon will fall through the stage too. Steve isn't the first character to launch with some major kinks that need to be ironed out. When Terry Bogard was released, the Ice Climbers could literally freeze him and stop others from playing the game. Hopefully, Nintendo can implement some sort of fix to version 9.9.0 soon so players can go back to battling as and against Steve without worrying about falling through stages. So totally crazy that Steve is, and again, I mean, Twitter broke and now the game broke. So fun. He's breaking the game. So thank you guys so much. And I really want to know what you guys think of all this news of today, those 4 characters, and of course, Steve breaking the game. Let me know. If you comment down below, that could actually be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question is, who of those 4 do you think is going to get into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? And as for a previous comment question winner, our answer comes to us from our very own user, Matt Yee, saying, I'm not sure about having a rival mascot on a Nintendo console like Master Chief. Steve and Banjo have a strong relationship on Nintendo consoles, whereas Master Chief has been famous on his own main home console, being on Xbox consoles and PC. I feel that Sakurai would want to focus on other companies to have their characters in Smash than just Microsoft. It's just for the fans to have their favorite character from different companies to get into Smash. Funny to mention that Minecraft sold more copies than the Halo franchise. So Matt, thank you so much for sending in your comment. I think it's a difficult situation because yes, these 3 characters, Banjo, Steve, and Master Chief, would all rep the same company, but they would also rep large different audiences, right? And that, I think, is what Sakurai really wants, to expand the audience of Smash and to introduce it to a lot of new players, right? And I mean, the Halo fan base really needs to get a Switch to play this game, right? I mean, that would just introduce a whole new audience. So thank you so much for sending in all your comments, guys. These are always a ton of fun to read through. And of course, a huge shout out to our latest Patreon supporters. The world is crazy this year, but it really warms my heart to see that people are still in this time supporting a channel like Blocked Content. It warms my heart and really makes me work so much harder to spend every day working on Blocked Content for you guys. So if you want to pay something back, if you want to support the channel in any way, please go to patreon.com/blockedcontent because there are incredible rewards there and they're waiting for you. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, hit subscribe now, smash that like button and ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner where there's always more Blocked Content. See ya!